You're the man.
You like
You go out there.
Yeah.
It's good to see you there.
It's good to see him do a
Very
good thing.
professional.
He is
professional.
Yeah, he is.
So
So
proud. Stepped in this room.
it's great to have a son you're proud of.
So I'll teach you a thing or two. Ready?
Go on.
So can you hear?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
See, so you hear yourself,
Yeah, I got you.
and then
I got you
and
too.
then see how when I do that. Also,
Alright,
yeah.
Oh,
so you can do
right.
that for dramatic effect. Like if
Yeah.
you want to paint a picture of a room, like I was up here, and then Cooper was down the hall, and he was yelling out, "Hey, Starlo!" Like
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
feel free to do that.
Okay, I'm sure I can work that into
What
it.
you're seeing here, he tries to do the same to me, and I said that would be the equivalent of Xavier Savage telling Ricky what the game plan should be.
That is the furthest we need to be fair.
Yeah,
He's very smart, Xavier, game
Is
plans
he?
and stuff
Is
like
he?
that. Yeah.
is he
He's
actually?
going good.
Jeez, he's a good
He's
athlete.
a great athlete.
He was a fast kid, eh? Like I remember all those, like before he even played first grade, there was like the videos of him running like 10 seconds in 100
Yeah,
meters.
it was in the little athletics and stuff like that, I think. He always tells us how quick he used to run, so
Does he?
I better let
We-
Starlo know we're underway too, so it's all
we're
good.
live.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, 'cause you don't want to get in there with a person and go, mate, you wouldn't believe it. I was on for 5 minutes and I was just rambling about all sorts of stuff we shouldn't be talking about.
Don't worry, Jack
can edit it.
edits everything.
Yeah.
So you can say like all those stories that you were saying before. You feel free to tell them because we can
About
edit.
Jack.
No, I'm really uncomfortable listening to those stories.
About Jack.
I can't be.
Well, can we just say right off the top, Starlo, congratulations because you've just been engaged. You've just popped the question to your lovely partner Chelsea.
Yep.
Can I ask you nerves of steel?
Yeah, horrible.
Were they bad?
Yeah, I was stumbling and mumbling my words, and yeah, it was quite an afternoon really because I was trying to get there for the sunset and everything, but Chelsea was dragging her ass at work, and I'm like, come on, we've got to get going. And yeah, ended up, and then she hadn't eaten all day, so she was ripping in the cheese platter, and I'm trying to take the cheese platter away from her, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, just put this down for 2 seconds, and anyway, we got there, but yeah, it was a horrible mess. I was struggling.
Well, a lot of people wouldn't know this, but you guys actually met on the app House Party. I remember that app. Remember that app that me and Jack were addicted to in COVID? Well, mainly I was
You did treat it like a dating app.
It was a dating app back then.
Yeah, sure.
In COVID, when everyone was isolated at the house, you joined in and you could basically join on anyone.
Yeah.
I remember joining on Starlo a few times and he was in there in a locked room with Chelsea and they
Yeah.
were talking. Is that like where you actually met or is that not?
Nah, we met on the coast out before that, but we kept in contact through house parties. So
It's a great.
that's a funny
I've
little story.
been trying to bring it back, bro.
Yeah, I reckon we should.
I still have it
owns
downloaded
that?
and I'll go. I don't know. I was thinking about buying the rights.
Yeah.
But it was I reckon it was literally the biggest app in the world for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then just nothing after that.
Yeah.
It was
good
absolutely.
app.
Oh mate.
How's your love life going anyway?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's.
It's like a sizzler smorgasbord.
Sorry.
What you were saying to me? What's my love life?
Are you talking to
I
Dad?
said, listen, nothing recorded in the last decade.
Have you
Good
started?
marriage does, brother. Get used to it.
Yeah, you got
I'll
any?
stay in the honeymoon period for as long as possible. Hopefully.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
When's the wedding? Are you planning it? Have you started?
She's got the notebook out already. We've only 2 days in, so
Have you got your?
my job's done. It's all
She's
on
got
her
the ring.
now.
Have you got your
I'll have
ring
to
yet?
dust off
Nah.
the old suit.
Yeah, you'd be able to. You'd probably be able to fit into Dad's suit.
Yeah. What colour do you wear on your wedding day?
Black.
Black. Yeah, traditional.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could
True to
see. I
form.
could see it in full white.
Oh, could you?
Yeah, I could.
You know what? Back in the mid-90s, things were a lot more conservative.
Yeah,
back
it was.
then.
That's
if you
true.
turned up with a white suit on, yeah, particularly in Newcastle, you'd probably be beaten up.
Well, similar like Dad. You both because Dad needed a stepladder to kiss Mum when he was doing the thing. You might be.
I'm close. She puts heels on. See you later.
Is Chels taller?
No, I think I've got a flat foot. She might have me, but if I spot my hair up just a little bit, I've got her. But if she's got any types of shoes on, I need to be putting lifts in the shoes.
But she wouldn't know what to do if there was a single marker. You know what I mean?
No, she's got no idea.
She's no deception how to create a one-on-one with Josh Papali'i.
Yeah,
Tell a
no.
lie.
Yeah. Hey, are you a Queenslander? Did I hear that? There was a lot of rumours going around this year. Did you see a lot of that stuff on social media about?
Chelsea showed me a TikTok about me being a Queenslander, but I was just like, that's just some random fan. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought that because there was a heap of
definitely
people
not.
saying like people that should be picked for State of Origin. It was Tommy Starling and it was Queensland. And I was like, what? Starling's not even a Queenslander because you played junior Origin for New South Wales, right?
Yeah. So no, I don't know where that's come from.
Were you born on the Central Coast, Stella?
Nah, Windsor.
Oh, yeah,
Windsor.
okay.
Yeah, and then moved to the coast when I was about 10, I think.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. So
What's your junior club?
King Cumber Colts. Played for the Windsor Wolves when I was in Windsor, but yeah,
Yep.
King Cumber Colts.
couple of strong clubs.
You played with Paps, Ryan Pappenhausen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, at Hills Bulls too. That was at Hills Bulls. I played there for a season.
Yeah, yeah.
And then me and Paps played there and then that's when I moved up to the coast.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Yeah. Paps always used to rave about your two combinations.
Yeah.
You two still keep in contact?
Here and there.
Pen pals.
Pen pals, yeah.
Yeah,
Instagram messages.
House party.
House party.
You really don't know you're missing out on, you guys. Back in the day before computers, before you sent emails or anything like that, or text messages, before phones, was that you would actually pen someone a letter, a handwritten letter. And I'm still of the belief, Starlo, that if you really want to thank someone nicely, do a handwritten note.
I might need to get onto that.
Yeah. Working on your...
the only problem with that is it takes like 2 to 3 days, you know what I mean? It's very hard to...
Mate, some things are worth the wait.
Is that with like stamps and stuff? You have to buy a stamp and
Buy
send
stamps.
it off? I don't know people's address.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, these days, a lot of people don't know
Text
people's phone
them about for the address, writing a letter for a thank you.
Isn't it funny, before phones and typed in, like, I still remember all my mates' phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we had a little book that you just look it up and stuff like that. But I still remember your home phone number. You remember your home phone number?
9401. Can I finish it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
we don't have one anymore, right?
There's no landline.
94014019.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, actually, I think that was my mate Christian Musgrove's home number. I still remember weird stuff.
But it's yours or not?
I don't know, I can't remember. But it is weird. Like if my phone ran out of battery and I had to ring someone in an emergency, I only know 2 mobile numbers off by heart, and it's mine and Trish's.
Yeah, I know my mum's and her dad's.
Yeah, like I'd be if I was away and I needed to like ring Jack or something.
Well, let me give you something else with technology before these days, before phones and as far as satellite devices, was you used to have to pull a map out. So you'd be driving and holding a map and trying to look at, okay, left turn here. Mate, it was the source of so many blues with Trish and I.
Oh, yeah.
She'd go to left-hand turn, and I'd go left. Oh, no, I meant to say right. I had the map upside down. Fucking, is it left or right?
I remember Dad, like, you'd get the pen out and you'd start mapping out where you'd drive.
Yeah, that's
if we're
right.
going A to B, he'd be like, all right, we'll turn right here, and then you got to go that way. I was the little in the back of the book. So.
Yeah, I still, when I visited Gaz and Gale in Cessnock like 2 or 3 months ago, I was like, and I just use maps everywhere, right? Like Google Maps, it just takes you straight away, easy. And Gaz goes, righto, Coops, so what you want to do is, and he like, and I didn't want to interrupt him to be rude because obviously he's not like across Google Maps and that. So he's like, you're going to want to go past the Australian, and when as soon as you pass to that, you want to go left, you'll follow that for about 5K and then go right. And I listened to him for like 10 minutes, basically explain the whole 2-hour drive back to Sydney, and I was like, Gaz, I've got maps. I'll just punch it in there.
Yeah, he did the same when he was here. They were staying at Narrabeen Caravan Park and I said to Dad, oh, where's staying? He goes, oh, mate, staying at Narrabeen Caravan Park. Not realising, but ignorant of the fact that I've lived here for over 20 years. He goes, yeah, mate, you just go out in Pittwater Road, right? Then you do a right hand at the fish and chip shop down. I'm just sitting there going, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, are you good with, like, if you go somewhere, were you able to get back there?
Yeah.
Direction
if I get there once, I can kind of remember it back. I can trace my steps.
Yeah. I can just if I go somewhere, I'm pretty sure I could get myself back there without maps.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
You can drive a cat 20 kilometres away and it'll turn up it'll turn back up again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. Yeah. They've got
a cat out there. Should we
put you know what? That'd be good for podcasting.
We took her to Darwin last year. She just arrived back.
Yeah. There was that day she disappeared for 2 days, Starling, and we all mourned and we like had a little funeral for remember that? We were like, well. And then she was just like 2 days later, she was just at the back door meowing. It was like, and everyone was like, not that everyone was disappointed, but everyone was like, like we
wasted 5 minutes on a funeral.
We'd just kind of gotten over it.
Yeah.
Can we give you a big congratulations? Start of the year, the Canberra Raiders.
Insane.
Well done, Starlo, because you've been a big part of that.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been a good start for the boys. Obviously haven't done a whole lot, but we've got a big back end of the season. So, mate, it's exciting. We're really excited of how we've attacked this sort of first, 14, 13 weeks. So, look, we set out a goal in the preseason when we got our schedule and and all the flying and all the travel we had to do, we made it a real goal of ours to make sure we nail the start of the season and get us off to a good start. It will set us up for the rest of the season. So it's all gone to plan pretty much so far. A couple of bumps along the road, but some really good learning curves for us too. And with all that travel, we've become real close as a team. You know, we got that Vegas trip and then been up to Darwin, Townsville, and all over the joint.
It's
so
been
mate,
insane.
it's been a really enjoyable getting away with this new bunch of boys and just enjoying each other's company and getting together as a team.
It just shows you, Starlo, is that, just there's no use complaining and there are no excuses. Look what you blokes have done and look what the Warriors are doing. Look at their travel.
Their travel's
and
crazy.
so you just get on with it. Whatever the draw is, you just get out and get on with it. Watching you blokes in Vegas, I was commentating the game with Braith and Astor, and instead of Braith in the coverage, I said there's something different. You can just tell there's something different about this Canberra side. Very, very fast. Everyone had footwork. But just the style of football you played, there was more out-and-out attack. And how it's transpired, Starlo, one of the really impressive things about you blokes, how you've developed as a side, is just you don't need to be sky-high emotionally to win.
Yeah.
Like in previous years, I can imagine Ricky had to get you right up to win, and that takes a toll. That leads to inconsistency. But you blokes have won a lot of games this year where you've been a fair way off your best.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to give Justin Giddo, our new attack coach, a lot of praise for our attack, and it's quite different to what we've been doing the last few years. And the start of the preseason, you started going, oh, is this going to work? Is this going to work? But yeah, like he's tailored our attack to what we're very good at and what we're strong at, and what he's looked at our strengths and weaknesses, and we're attacking what we're good at. So, but yeah, as you said, we've got speed across the park, and then our middle forwards are just like laying such a good platform for the likes of me and Jamal and Ethan Strange and Kyle Weeks to play on the back of. And look, we're still a long way off where we want to get to in our attack, but it's come along really nicely. And on the defence side of things, we've probably got a few things we need to fix up. But as you sort of said before, I think the belief in the squad is if we're not at our best, we just got to make sure we're getting ourselves in the frame. We've got the players that will get a win.
Justin Giddo, is that Matt's brother?
Yes. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Ronnie,
son of Ronnie.
Yeah, son of Ronnie. That's my nickname for him, young Ron. So mate, he's a clever dude.
Did he play?
Ronnie Gitto used to be able to convert. He used to, if he was on the left-hand side of the post, he'd do the conversion right foot. On the left-hand side of the post, convert left foot.
Did he play as well, Justin? Did he play for the rugby union?
No. We always joke about he was
the Matthew Johns.
He's a bit of the Cooper Johns and the brothers. So,
Thanks.
I got you, Matty.
Appreciate it.
Or the Josh Starling.
Yeah, or Jackson, one of the two. I don't know. Anyway, so no, he's very, very clever, and he's as I sort of mentioned, he's tailoring our attack to what we're really good at, and he'll come in, but he's also firm in what he wants as well. So
right.
We're all about coordinating fast in the good ball area and that attacking stage, and he's been really onto us about improving and get better. So massive raps.
Did
everyone buying into?
Yeah,
did you enjoy having? Did you like being the underdogs? Like everyone probably you guys, particularly with the Warriors as well. You guys and the Warriors didn't sign a whole heap of people. You lost Jackie Whiten. Did a lot of people did you guys get together as a group and want to sort of thrive on that underdog tag?
Just say underdag.
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 Yeah. Israel Dag.
Mate, Stick, that just fed straight into what Sticky wanted it. He in pre-season, he's like, no one say a word about how hard we're training and all that sort of stuff. When we get out there, we'll show them how hard we've been training and stuff like that. So, we use that sort of stuff. Like, Stick's really good at, he'll tell us what they're saying about us. And if he goes, I don't know if he's read the media and that, he goes, I do. And this is what they're saying about you. And if it doesn't annoy you, then you get annoyed about it because they're saying you're going to come get wooden spoon in preseason. You use that all preseason. So, I think it's it was good. It's worked perfectly for us. We've sort of flown under the radar the first few weeks. Even when we beat Brisbane down home, it was like, Brisbane was off. It wasn't because the Raiders beat them. Yeah. Brisbane was off. What was wrong with Brisbane that day? Or whenever we beat a big team, it was always them. But which is what we want. We'll just keep flying under the radar, hopefully, and keep proving people wrong.
Starlo, a lot of times people, that you'll hear teams say, mate, we're just week to week, or we're just worrying about the next month of football in blocks. But sometimes I think that's going to be short-sighted. I think at the end of the day, you should have one eye on the finish line and finishing first, or winning that grand final. That creates, because that creates incentive. Yeah. And at the moment, a lot of people are suddenly talking about you blokes, possible premiers. Does Ricky talk about it at all? Does he mention it?
We've been speaking about it since the preseason.
There you go.
We said let's put it out there. Let's go for it. Let's go for like why not us? Why can't we go win a premiership? And it hasn't been something we've been shying away from about talking about it. We speak about it, but you also can't let now that there's people talking about us. It's how we handle it. How do we we've gone from copping the criticism to now we're getting the pats on the back. How do we handle that? So I think that's our next sort of our growth. We're talking about the growth of the team and our journey that we're on, and so I think that's the next key part of when we're coming into games that we technically should win. Where people are saying, "Oh, you should beat this team, you should beat that team because we're higher than them on the ladder." How do we handle that instead of being that underdog and changing our mentality? But it doesn't change much of how we approach the game. We don't approach each game as you guys know, we're going out there to win. But so it's exciting, mate. We're excited for what's ahead of us. We know what type of team we've got there. We've known since the preseason. We've seen the talent. We've seen the Tamales and Ethan Strange, the strength that the way that they've taken the game in the preseason and stuff, and now we're showcasing it, and headed up by Joey Taps and Hudson Young and Big Red and Josh Papali'i. So we've got some really good senior figures there helping these younger kids come through.
It is good. Like some of the young players, like you said, Kaio, Ethan Strange, Tamale, they've been outstanding, but one player, one of our mates, Hudson Young, who's the last couple of years has just been a try-scoring machine. He's been, in my opinion, this year, he's probably been the best back rower in the comp. Is he just how hard does Huddy train? Like
he's an animal.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I lived with him for a couple of years, and he's just so professional. He'd wake up at 2:00 in the morning to have a protein shake and vitamins and stuff like that. He's the most professional person I've ever come across with stretching. Like, I think he's actually got an addiction to stretching. Like, you'd just be standing there and you just start like stretching out and stuff. Yeah, he's a nut. He's got a screw loose. But
Coop's got he's got an addiction to stretching his dick. He's the masturbating king of the world.
Well, one of my
going to the Olympics. He's pushing for Brisbane Olympics to masturbation.
They should put it in.
And of course, Tyron Wishart, friend of the podcast, also has an addiction to stretching. One or the other one, but he's got the.
He's going for the nurse now. He's going all the way. He's going past the penis, past the ball bag, past no man's land. He's actually going for the nurse. He's eating himself out.
He's patting himself on the back.
Incredible stuff.
Because you've got the young supplements hat on too. Yeah. We'll give Hudson a shout out. That's his supplement brand.
Well, mate, if it's good enough for Mad Dog, like I remember when Adam McDougall, sort of the back end of his career, he was talking about protein powders, and everyone's going, because he could throw a bit of salt and pepper on stuff, a bit of paprika. Yeah, I know, who'd thought? But he kept talking about this stuff, and he was just working with like nutrition places, and next thing you know, mate, he sells the company for like $500 million, and he's still going. Like he's held 20% of the company. He's gone into America. He will be the first ex-player to be a billionaire.
Do you reckon?
Mad Dog.
Well, next Hudson. If Hudson keeps, I'll tell you what. If Huddy keeps,
I'll get him to send some stuff up there. Mate, you'll be looking jacked soon. Not that you don't look jacked now. But
appreciate it,
Huddy will get us sorted. That's the secret. We've all been on the young supplements down there in Canberra.
Yeah, so. Don't worry, we'll send a SATA down then to get it.
Send it down. It's all certified. So,
Matthew, you're a couple of weeks in now. Been using the Good Day multivitamins. Mm-hmm. When do you actually take it?
Well, my routine, Coop, all the time is get up first thing in the morning, then I'll go down straight away to the garage and train. Get it out of the way.
Are you before you eat or anything?
Before I eat or anything. So what I do, I get a full sachet, Coop, and just put it in 400 mils of water, mix it up, and away I go.
Shake
your booty. Like I feel so much better on it. I would, as you said before, I used to take coffee, or oftentimes I'd go down there and I have a sports drink.
Yeah.
And mate, this makes me feel so much better. And Coop, it actually makes me feel better on myself, which makes you want to train. But the other thing is, it takes away my want to drink fizzy drinks and sport drinks. And so by just replacing it with that, I've dropped 2 kilos already.
And how's your weights going?
Mate, have a look at the proofs in the pudding, mate. I'm powering, brother.
Have a look at you.
Have a look. Yeah, but mate, I've dropped 2 kilos already. I'm living a cleaner lifestyle, and as I said before, it gives me a good hit of vitamins. I'm not drinking fizzy drinks.
That's good. And you're feeling good? You're feeling powerful?
Have a look at me. I'm flying, brother. I feel fantastic. I feel really good.
That's good, mate. I'm happy
every
for
single
you.
day. Get in there. I train and I drink while I train. So I recommend to people, if you're doing some training or just just in life in general. You know, you got a busy work week, and that honestly, I honestly take Good Day, you'll feel the difference.
Hey, well, if you want to use the products, head to begoodhealth.com.au. You can use code JOHNS for 10% off, and if you become a subscriber, 20% off. Back to the podcast.
Starlo, if you ever had any doubts that, you know, you're going to make it and be a star at NRL level, you had to look no further than the fact the Knights let you go. Honestly. So let's look at your side for a second. So you get yourself,
Zach
Hosking, Hudson, Joey Tarpany. Am I missing anyone?
Simi Sasagi.
Simi Sasagi.
Pasami solo.
Pasami.
Was there.
What the hell's going on?
I think that's all.
What was the situation? Did
Yeah.
the Knights offer you anything, or it was just so narrow?
No, so I debuted there last round, Old Boys Day, and didn't play too bad. I wasn't like didn't light the house on fire, which but yeah, like I thought I was going to get a contract out of that, but I just honestly I didn't hear back anything from. I don't know if my manager was just sort of sheltering me from it, but he couldn't get hold of him. He said so. I thought it was just. I run into. It was Darren Mooney down the beach actually. He was leaving the club, and I ran into him down the beach. And I was with Kalen and Connor, just down the beach, and I'm just sort of in no man's land, just waiting for a call. And then he goes, "Oh, have you found anything yet?" Oh, what do you mean? He goes, "Oh, haven't they told you? They don't. I think they think you're too small, and they're going to bring in another 9." I was like, "Oh, no worries." Rang my manager up and just said, "Oh, mate, we've got to go find something else." So, look, at the time, I probably used it as motivation. I thought, this is good. But and looking back on it now, they obviously needed the win right away, and they thought they'd move in a different direction. But I was still only young, 20 years old.
But you want honesty. Yeah, there's a great scene in Moneyball where Brad Pitt says to Jonah Hill's character, right, you tell a guy that he's been shifted elsewhere. I don't know how to do it. He said, I'll show you how to do it. Sit down and go so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. I'm just letting you know this is a train ticket. We're going to pay for removals. You're off to the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah,
anyway, anything else? Yep. And away he goes.
Yeah.
Boys,
just be honest.
Players like know when they stand with you.
That's exactly right.
I want to ask you, when you said they said you're too small, did you cop that a lot of your career? Like, was that because I imagine like listening to young blokes now, all they want to do is like get big, get tall, get strong in the gym because they see all these other blokes in juniors. But you're someone who, you know, was quite small all the way through juniors.
I don't think they ever, like, no one really ever told me to my face. Like, I think it was just a general consensus that he's only, like, I played Harold Matts, probably might be too small for SG ball or whatever it is. Go play that, play good. He's only too small for under 20s. And just kept, like, I think it was just along the way, like, he'll eventually come to a roadblock where his size is only getting his way. But no one, like, they at Newcastle, actually, when I did start training first grade, they wanted me to put weight on, and I just struggled to put weight on. Like, I'd go in there and, like, on a Monday morning when we'd weigh in and just have, like, phone, wallet, every weight in my pocket. Like, I'd just have hoodie. Could be 30 degrees out there. I've just got hoodie, tracksuit, phone, wallet, keys, everything in there. Just
rat hole in mobile phone.
I did the same. I remember my first year at Melbourne, Billy Aiken, the coaching staff, said, if you get over, because I was like 70, me and Paps were the same weight. We were 77 kilos.
Same
that's what I debuted at.
Except he was like electric and I wasn't.
Fast, skillful, good looking.
And that, we both were. And and then they said, I remember Aaron Bellamy goes, mate, if you get to 82 kegs, they're like, you're ready to play against men, but they want to like see you work hard to put weight on. I went, sweet, mate. I put it on in 2 weeks, and it was because they don't know this. They had these little 2.5 kilo plates in the gym, which were small enough. They were dense, but you could put them in your pockets. I was putting them in my undies because you had to like take your shirt and that off. And I was in there just like in my budgies with this little 2.5 kilo weight, and I was putting it on quick. They're going, far out. Like, where are you? They were like, where are you putting it on? Because,
look at the hamburger.
I looked, and I would hold a piss. I drink heaps of water and just hold it.
weight.
Yeah. Wouldn't shit in the morning.
Yeah.
But you know, Starlo, with your smaller stature and the way you're built, that suits the modern game.
Yeah.
As the 6 again rules come in, you're seeing the smaller 13, and I've seen you last year go to 13 and just killing the big blokes. And that's the area of vulnerability in and around the rucks now. I actually think the next step for the game, we see trends. And I was talking to someone about this the other day. I actually think the pack will become homogenised. Everyone will be almost the same side.
Yeah.
And you can play the edges. You can swap the edges with the middles. You know, because you think about the middles these days.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, you look at maybe like 8 years ago, how big they were.
Yeah.
Like, I even speak to like Pups and what he was weighing back then. Remember when Ricky had that massive big side? He had Junior Paulo, he had Papa. Papa was playing back row. They had Shannon Boyd. They had this massive big pack, and then they just like you look at it now, like everything's just as you're sort of saying.
Hudson's prototype almost. Really fast on his feet, strong, not too big. And if you've got guys like if you think about your middles, right? The middles, we've got these big middles. They're leading yardage, but also, mate, they're having to contend that they're defending in that area of vulnerability in the rucks. If you had packs that eventually will become almost the same, you can swap your middles with the edges, share the workload. Like Payne Haas is the exception. Payne could defend on an edge now.
Yeah.
With his mobility.
Yeah, he's got everything though. He's quick, mobile. On your great mate, Big Papa, Josh Pavaliti.
Oh, wow.
He just broke the record on the most games for the Raiders, and there were good scenes of you and him after the game. You two are really close, aren't you?
Yeah, I think Pup's is close to everyone. He's such a great bloke. Like you obviously see everything on the field that he's done, but he off the field, honestly, like brightens your day up when you see him in the morning. Like he's like the first one you see when you walk in. He's always just sitting there early in the morning waiting for everyone to come in. Going and giving him a massive big hug is honestly the best part of my day. So, but yeah, no, he's such a club person and a great person. Like he makes a genuine effort to everyone that comes into the squad to get a relationship with him and take people out to dinners or brekkies or whatever it is.
You can see that, right? Like you saw the scenes after the game. I've never seen scenes like it. Like the whole crowd, he was kicking the goal. Ricky was like in tears.
Greatest milestone game I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That last stint, 2 tries. Has he recovered? Because I know he had a tough time a couple of years ago when Jack shortened him up on Jack's taboo. Remember Jack? And all the people, mate, honestly, like he nearly put his shoulder out, putting his shoulder through Jack.
That's right. Your first run and first go, Jack. Big Papa?
Yeah, it was probably not my smartest moment.
We'll get the whole lot of that.
But you
we can clip we'll get that up.
But he came up and spoke to you after the game, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a good fella because we had a few of our mates, because it was COVID year, a few of the mates had to the only way they could get to the games by becoming Canberra members. So because they were only given limited amount of tickets per game because of COVID. So then all the boys became members and they somehow got in the box and they were just so loud, giving it to all you boys during the game, and then Papa grabbed me after the game and said, "Are they your mates in the box?" He's like, "How good's that? That's unreal." And like congratulated me in that. But
you went, "Thanks for flogging me."
Yeah, but
and then Papa said, "Run me again, I'll fucking kill you."
But you could see like what a good fella he was. Like he didn't have to go out of his way to do that. But
no, absolute legend.
What
deserved every bit.
What about how good's his young bloke?
Oh no,
I love he's young bloke.
Unbelievable.
We're going to try to get him on the show.
Yeah, get him up.
Yeah,
get him up.
He signs autographs and that.
Going to get him and trying to get him and Papa on the couch together.
Yeah, do it. Mate, he's a little champion. He's like you go over to the crowd after the game and you just see a big Noah thing just scribbled into this person's thing. It's so funny.
Mate, someone should sign him now because you just know.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He should see him the little highlights. Pups comes in and shows the highlights of him down playing footy. He's twice as big as every kid. Just palms.
Is he good?
But they've got the tags on and he's palming everyone off.
That's
but
right.
No, he goes good. So but he's a great family man. Pups, he loves his kids and loves his family. He's about to have another one here actually in the next couple of days or next week or so.
Is he?
He's up to 4 now.
He's going to have to get he's going to have to bust the Tarago out.
I should see his card. This big patrol thing, blacked out.
Really?
Black rims. It's huge. It's like a monster truck. It's quite funny. Yeah.
Hey, what about your hooker partner, Owen Pattie? Because he's a good player. They got a lot of raps to him as a young bloke. I remember Harry Grant actually did a sesh with him in Rock because he's from Queensland.
Yeah.
I actually thought he was English this whole time, probably because of his name.
Yeah. Owen Pattie?
Yeah. Sounds like an English name.
I guess it could be.
And there's English everywhere.
It's the English language.
Yeah.
And he was saying like he did a sesh out of St. Brendan's with him at the school up there when he was like 17, just before he went down to Raiders. He said he was
a St. Brendan.
one of the most like smart young players. He said he was so like wanting to learn for such a young player. Is he just like a freak at trainer?
Yeah, no, he's exactly what Harry, mate. He's asking questions all the time. At half time, he's coming up like, "What are you seeing out there?" And I'm like, "Just go out there, mate." Yeah, what do you reckon? But no, he's very good. He's a very smart footballer, and you've seen what he's been able to do in his short career already. He's already snapped a couple of 40-20s. That's his main sort of. He's got that's a real string in his bow. He's got there his kicking game and his short grubbering game. But yeah, very smart, very deceptive. Little number 9 9. So
He's got a good combination.
Yeah, he's very good. So it's going to be exciting to see how he progresses over the next few years, and he's going to win us some games at the back end of this season with his creativity and stuff in and around the ruck for sure.
You blokes are making a big difference, and Starlo for you because you got Ethan Strange in the 6, you got Jamal who's in the 7. So it's so imperative that you blokes and you starting the game having an impact through that middle, and you're seeing the difference with. Like if you look at Luke Metcalf at the Warriors, and Luke, when you blokes played him in Vegas, I had real fears about Luke. I thought he's a 6. They put him in the 7. But with Wade Egan coming out of dummy half and sort of taking ownership of the attack a lot of way, it's just freed him up. Yeah. And you're doing the same. Yeah. With blokes like Ethan.
Well, I think, Jamal's a massive part of that too. Like he, I don't know if you've been watching our state, but Jamal plays through the middle on the ball, and then we've got Kyo and Ethan out on their respective edges. And, Jamal will steer the ship and I'll sort of co-pilot that. And, when the boys outside want the ball, they're making sure they're screaming at Jamal, and then Jamal's screaming at me to get him the ball so he can get them the ball. So it's working really well at the moment. And as you know, Matty, playing off the back of a good forward pack makes a hell of a difference.
Massive difference.
Our forwards are laying the platform.
Mate, when the forwards are going forward, mate, you're swimming with the tide.
That's exactly right.
When they're going backwards, you're pissing into the wind.
Yeah,
correct. What about one of my old teammates, Chris Lewis at the Storm?
Louis.
He's now doing. Is he developed? Coach. Yeah, is he New South Wales cup coach for Raiders? How's he been going?
Yeah, he's good. Louis good. He's got a very creative mind, Louis. He comes in with some pretty rogue stuff in the meeting. We're just there going, where's this going? It's good.
He used to come to spine meetings. Sometimes you get a spine meeting because he played 6 one time. It was actually against the Raiders. It was against the Raiders. Me and him were
he's put some clips in our preview against Melbourne. He put it because he was showing it Munster's dummies and sort of stuff like that, and Grant and he put his own dummy in there against us from 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I was watching the clip going. He's just put his own hole on him.
It's like watching a drummer in the flute section.
His brain works in a different way. Yeah. He'd just sit in there and he'd go, guys, what do you reckon about this? And he'd start chiming in the spine meeting, and Munster would go, fuck me, Louis. And Money would come up with some stinker ideas. He goes, fuck me, Louis. I've had some bad ideas, but that's fucking takes the cake, that thing. That is the worst I've heard.
Every team's got one. Someone opens their mouth and goes, fucking here we go. Yeah. We had someone in our team, not going to say who it was, and he always used to try to get the last word. And we're playing a game one day, and he goes, and our coach goes, mate, okay, 2 minutes silent. Now, right up, boys. Anyone else got anything to say? And our man went, yeah, I do. I've got a really bad feeling about today. We went, shut the fuck up.
What? Why would you say that?
I don't know.
His family, Louis, Wagyu meat, sells Wagyu.
Has he?
Yeah. Did you know that?
No, he's kept that quiet.
Does he massage the cows?
I need to ask him to get you some meat.
He
sent Brandon some meat the other day.
Wow, he's been holding out on us, Louis.
Yeah, he's good.
Does he massage the meat?
I don't know if he massages it because
then it's not Wagyu.
Oh, I'm sure his family would.
Him personally.
But him personally, he wouldn't fly up to the farm to massage it himself because he'd be busy with the coaching, right?
Yeah. It's the Japanese method. I always wonder, how do they massage it? Do they put it on a bench, Head in the bucket?
Head in the hole.
Is it oil or?
Yeah.
Elbow in, or is it deep tissue?
I think it's like Baby Johnson baby oil, like Johnson and Johnson. Yeah. Is that what they call it?
Powder oil.
Yeah, that's what's that one you use? Johnson and Johnson. Is that the brand? The powdered. Yeah. You know the one you use? You put on the keg, the
Cags, Johnson & Johnson. But, for the Cags, so they don't get sweaty. But there's a better one in America. The one I come back with the States all the time? Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's stuff. It's like a corn flour, and you just put it underneath the balls. And honestly, it just cools them. It's like an Eskimo just blowing on your nuts, as in breathing on your nuts.
Yeah. Glad you clarified that.
Thanks for clarifying that one.
Hey, let's take you back to Newcastle for a sec, because you used to live and play under 20s with our very own producer back there, Jack Johns. Can you give us a bit of an insight as to what he was like to live with?
Oh, it was interesting. That house that we lived in, the sex lodge, it was called.
That's what it.
Ironically, the sex lodge because no one had sex.
No, it was far from that. But it was this. They had a big sign out the front of it. It was our mate Curtis's cousin who owned it. And
don't throw us under the bus there, bro. Please explain deeply why it was called the sex lodge, because people are going to think straight away.
No, I'm trying to. Let me tell the story, Jack. Anyway, so it was his house, and he just named it the sex lodge. like when he moved into it, he lived in it for, so our mate Curtis, his cousin, he lived in it for however long. He owned it, and he got a sign up, everything, sex lodge out the front of it. Anyway, so we needed a house to stay, and he said, "Oh, jump into mine. I've just bought this other one. I'm renovating that one." He's a bit older, and then so we've moved into the sex lodge, and this is notoriously known as a party house in Newcastle. Like, it was the place that everyone would go to, you know, party after the night's done, and it was everything. So we've moved in this, and it was on a fairly main road, like on Brunker Road there, Jack, didn't it? And like we'd be going to train in full Knights kit, walking out of this thing, and like the traffic's banked up. Looking at, here comes these Knights players out in full kit, walking out of this thing called the sex lodge. And this house, mate, it was
a pigsty on the inside.
It was.
I went in there
no
one
installation,
day,
anything. But
I
it was good
walked
fun.
out crying.
Yeah,
I just went, I can't believe my son's living in this house.
Oh, Jack reminded me today, wasn't there like a rat that used to live there?
His name was Zach Hosking.
Yeah.
No, it was Glenn. Remember Glenn?
Yeah. We were trying to, he would just scurry across the kitchen floor every once in a while. Oh, there he goes. We'll try and follow where he goes. But there was probably 10 of them probably living in there.
It's like Ratatouille. Did you feed him in that? Like, was he?
We tried to bring him in as one of ours.
Starling did a pretty good job of it. He used to live up and goes, knocked over underneath the couch.
No, that was Muzzy. Muzzy knocked over a whole thing of milk and didn't tell us until we started pulling the lounge out. What the hell is this thing?
Oh, milk goes so bad quickly as well.
It was a tough house to live in, that, but character building, would say.
Yeah.
Character building.
That's what you do when you're playing.
Winter was so tough too.
Oh, it was
winter,
freezing in there.
It had, like, the floorboards were supposed to be done while we were in there, and they had all these holes through them. So like the cold air from under the house would just shoot up at your feet. So we'd always be just rugged up in there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we?
Remember the house we lived in before that too? It was called the Church.
The church,
It
yeah.
was on
Church to the sex lodge.
Yeah, Church to the Sex
Although
Lodge.
churches these days are sex lodges,
we
they
don't
probably
know.
go together.
Yeah, so we had a couple of good experiences up there in Newcastle.
What about that church house? What about the German cockroaches you had?
Oh, the German cockroach.
How did you know they were German?
Well, the lady told us.
Okay, don't worry.
So we had these cockroach, like, they were in there before we moved in, and we're trying to get rid of them. And we've rung this lady up. She's come around full everything, and we're standing out the front waiting for her to do an evaluation. She comes out. They're German. Well, what? They're German cockroaches. They're the bad kind. I'm like, oh yeah, no, we don't like them ones. So
What?
Yeah, they had little mustaches in the front.
Yeah, how on earth would you know they're German?
I don't know, but that was not a joke.
How did they get here?
I don't know.
I'd say, mate, over on boats, and they come across.
Do you reckon?
As
But
in-
they weren't the nice kind. Apparently, these German.
Do you know what I
cockroaches.
learned?
So-
I wonder what they'd be hard to kill. Polar bears. You know, I learned this the other day.
Go on.
They're only in the north. They're not at the South Pole. They're only North Pole.
Are you sure about that?
Swear on my life. One of my mates
Fact
went on a
check that
cruise down to Antarctica, thinking he was going to see polar bears, and the bloke on the thing said, "No, they're only North Pole and Canada.
So what's down south? Nothing.
Penguins and that. I think there's none.
I'll give you
Killer
that.
whales.
They'd have orcas.
orcas.
Orcas are in the ocean. They're everywhere.
Yeah, penguins. Well, I'll give you something else. You might know it too. Santa Claus up north.
Yeah.
No Santa Claus down south.
Yeah.
That's what I
Although
didn't-
him and Mrs. Claus had a divorce and she
that's
moved down south.
Yeah, she did move down.
Way down south.
Down under, some might say.
Hey, Coop, just quickly too, on the church, we actually had a piece of memorabilia that sat in the church as well. I remember right behind the lounge, it was Brendan O'Hagan's Guns N' Roses t-shirt.
I was only thinking about that on the way up here.
So we're going to pull the curtain back on this.
Brendan O'Hagan, now those people, real rugby league fan. Did Brendan play first grade?
Nah, never
No.
played first grade.
But he was a boom junior coming through up at the Knights. Then he went to the Raiders for a bit, played a lot, went overseas and
Yeah,
played.
went
He was an
overseas.
outstanding player, redhead, tough as nails, little halfback. Excellent.
Okay, can we wind back on the tough as nails?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
They're being nice.
Yeah.
We're about to give him a backhander.
Yeah.
Yes, but there was an infamous Guns N' Roses concert that Jack, Brendan, and did you go there as well?
Yeah, I was
Starling?
here. And Curtis.
Let's go back one step. Why did they have tickets to the concert?
You double booked yourself.
I had tickets to the Saturday concert, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Just for whatever reason, thought it was a Friday. Rocked up, Trish, and Ali, who was one of our neighbours for a while, turned up there, handed over, and the bloke goes, "Matty, want bad news?" He goes, "Good news, good seats. Bad news, it's tomorrow's tickets." I went, "Oh fuck, you got to be kidding me!" And he goes, "Just come with me." Anyway, got us He just got, mate.
just let you in.
He just come in. We'll put you in these seats, and of course we had him for the next night. So
we were having dinner at the Goldbergs. We were having dinner at Goldbergs, and I get a ring from him. I'm like, let's go to Guns N' Roses.
We were pumped.
Yeah,
we were pumped.
Can I quickly just jump in before you guys get into the Guns N' Roses story? Did you get kicked out of Guns N' Roses as well?
I did. I was having such a good time, and Mr. Brownstone came on, and I was up dancing, and the security guard came up to me and said, "Hey mate, just got to settle down with your dancing." And I went, "I'm at a fucking Guns N' Roses concert." He goes, "Oh yeah, you're just sort of dancing a bit more aggressive."
Were you thrusting?
What's the space? Yeah, a bit of thrusting, a bit of all stuff.
Your shirt was off.
Yeah. And I said, mate, you got to be fucking kidding me. Anyway, came back up and said, "Mate, that's your final warning." I said, "Really? You are threatening to throw me out of a Guns N' Roses concert for fucking dancing?" I said, "Don't worry about it, brother. I'm going." So I walk out, and then as I leave the stadium, I hear him go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Angus Young." And he came out and started playing Let There Be Rock. I was like, "Oh, fuck, can I get back in?" "No, sir, you've left the concert."
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5, and Lou Bega come out.
Oh,
I love Lou
what
Bega.
an artist. Got his greatest hits.
Yeah, it's so good. Anyway, back to Guns N' Roses. Do you want to tell?
Yeah, I could tell the story. It's quite funny. But no, so we've rocked up here and we're like, it was hot as. It was a scorcher of a day. It was so hot. That comes back into the play later
And
on.
just was sinking piss around the pool.
Yeah, so we were drinking. You were there with us, Matty. We were having a couple. We were having a bit of fun, just jumping in the pool, having a few Coronas and stuff like that. And then, so Tricia goes, "All right, come on, it's time to go to the concert, guys. Let's all go." And Brendan's pulls off another, and off he hops in the car. We probably had 6 beers, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Brendan must be sneaking a few more in because we're in the car, we're driving along. Curtis was here, I was in the middle, and then Brendan was there, Jack here in the front, Trisha's driving us in there, and we're all sitting in the car like this, and then Brendan's sitting like this, and then he starts going, "Trish, what's your main source of income?" And I'm going, "What's he on about?" No, he started asking these weird questions to Trish. I'm like, "Mate,
she's a prostitute, Brendan."
Like, don't bring it up. But anyway, Brendan, shut up, mate. What are you doing?
What a weird question.
So yeah, it's just sitting there, just like I'm looking at it going, what's wrong with this bloke? And then anyway, because it was a scorcher of a day, we've got the aircon on nice, and then Brendan puts the window down. "What are you doing, mate? Letting all the hot air in." And he goes, I'm just hot. And I'm like, "Mate, we've got the aircon on anyway." So he's there. Goes back like this. I'm like, "Damn, what's going on with this bloke?" I'm sitting there anyway, as we're sort of pulling in the Olympic Park, Brendan just goes, and just vomits all over himself, all through Trisha's car. And I'm like, this is the first time we met Trish and Matty before, but
and it was a nice car too.
Yeah.
Like,
first time down, and I'm just like, "Oh, we're never invited back here." Like, Brendan just made an absolute fool of himself. Anyways, we've pulled over, cleaned Brendan up, and like it's all over his shirt and clothes, and they're like, what are we done doing? Trish had like this little Nike fleece jacket in the back.
Yeah, but it didn't zip up.
No, it was one of those wet weather training.
Yeah. So Brendan just like put that on as a jacket
with no shirt on.
Shirt on. We're like, "We're gonna have to give you like a bit of apparel when we get in there. We're gonna give you a nice like a shirt." So Brendan's walking in this Guns N' Roses. He didn't look out of place, to be fair. With his little jacket, it was tight. It was like up to here. It didn't fit him properly. He's walking in like still half like pierced. I'm like, "No, he's made an absolute fool of himself here." Anyway, gets in there, gets his Guns N' Roses shirt on, have a great night. But yeah, that was a good yarn. But we ended up hanging that shirt up in the living room of the church.
Yeah,
it was a bit of a cult figure.
Because I remember I was in the Gold Coast at my mate's birthday party when Mum come and picked me up from the airport the next night. She'd been cleaning on it, trying to clean it out, and I've jumped in the back seat and I grabbed the seatbelt where Brendan was sitting, and I pulled it out, and all the spew was like in the back. Yeah, because it was a retractable seatbelt. When he'd taken it off, it all hidden behind the seat, and I've pulled out half of like little pieces of bacon and spew. It stunk.
Well, you've had a couple of episodes like that.
Yeah.
Mitchell Pearce.
Yeah, Pearce's one too.
Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I think because that's what we tried to make Brendan feel better about himself. I think you might have told him that
was horrific.
Well, that spew was so bad. Dad ended up selling his Lexus. Like,
I had to sell the car. Because we were going through the tunnel. You know, for people that hadn't heard the story, he had a massive night, and Piercy rang up and said, "Hey, matey, how you going?" I said, "Good." He said, "Mate, do you live in Colorado?" "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Listen, don't jump in a cab and go there. You don't want to fall asleep in the cab and then, all things that can entail off that." I said, "Just come and stay with a spare bed." So he got up the next morning. "Oh, yeah, he's a bit scratchy." And we drove him. It was Coop and I, and we drove him back over to the eastern suburbs. And I said, "Mate, we'll get you something to do. Get you some, we'll get you bacon, egg, and muffin." Yeah, sweet. So he's eating it. As we're going through the harbour tunnel, And of course, there's nowhere to pull over. He goes, I'm going to spew. I've got to pull over. I said, I'm in the tunnel, brother. Mate, he just started spewing. It was splashing off the windscreen and just all over the seats.
It was
I took
so
one of those
rank.
crystal car washes, and they're like, oh, what's the story? I said, oh, man, I just spilled a bit of Surreal in the car. The bloke just ran away.
Mate,
Bacon egg McMuffin.
we were in the car park. You were at Channel 9. We were in the car park of Channel 9 trying to clean it, and Dad's seats then had like little holes in it because it was there was seat warmers.
Yeah.
So like it had clogged all of the holes in the front seat, and there was just pieces of spew. Like you couldn't get it out. Like it was so bad. And then you ended up selling it
It
for
was completely fucked.
for like nothing. Like you basically just gave it away.
Thanks, Piercy.
Yeah, good on you, Mitchell. But he's doing good things now.
Yeah.
Oh, especially in France.
Yeah, that was your debut for Knights was with Piercy, right?
Yep.
He was at halfback.
Yeah, Piercy was halfback. Yeah. It was Callan at fullback, so pretty fair spine there.
Did you win?
No, we lost.
Who'd you play?
St. George.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Old boys' day. Good day. Great night.
Were you up there, Dad, as an old boy?
No,
For the night?
because I work on a Sunday, see.
So
it's
No, the last Old Boys Day you would have been to would have been the 2017 one because it was after 20 years from the grand final. Me and Starlo played 20s that day against the Sharkies.
Yeah, I debuted 2018 up there, so.
that's right. We had the reunion.
yeah, well, yeah. Well, because we were known to, we were reminiscing on some pranks upstairs before.
Yeah.
A couple that I wanted to bring up. Brodie Jones, shout out to Brodie, who plays up at Newcastle Knights, obviously. We used to do a prank quite regularly where we would ring up as his dad. And we would
Sing happy birthday.
Yeah, we would. His dad, Glenn Jones, and we would ring different teammates at the Knights of him and say, "Hey, mate, it's Glenn Jones. We just wanted to wish you a happy birthday on random days when it wasn't their birthday, and then start singing happy birthday to him." And I can't remember who we used to get, but they'd be like, "Oh, mate,
It's
thanks."
it's not actually my birthday.
It's not me. They go, "Thanks, Glenn, but it's actually not my birthday."
We'd make sure we'd finish the whole song. They'd be trying to butt in, but like make sure we just keep singing the song.
And if Starlo was on the phone being Glenn, I was off phone being Brodie, and he'd go, "Oh, sorry, Brodie told me it was your birthday," and he was going, "Brodie, it's not his birthday," and I go, "Oh, sorry, Dad," and he goes, "Bloody Brodie, what's Brodie playing pranks on me?"
Can I come and make a request? We can insert it into the podcast. Can we give that a go straight after this interview?
Yeah.
Let's give
we
it a
can do
crack.
Yeah, and if it works, we'll insert it here.
Yeah. If not, cut it.
Yeah, we'll snip it. Vasectomy.
What about if we get Adzi?
Elliot. Yeah.
That'd be all time.
Because Adzi doesn't have my number, so I should be able to ring him. Would they be training or anything?
Nah, he's injured.
Yeah, we'll try it. Let me see if we can get Adam Elliott. Hey, Adam, it's Glenn Jones.
Make sure you sing the whole birthday.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Adam.
Hey.
Adzi, how you going, mate? It's Glenn Jones, Brodie's dad.
Hey, mate. How you going?
Good, bro. Hey, Brodie was just telling me it's your birthday.
No, not my birthday.
He was just saying it's your birthday. We're going to sing happy birthday for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adam. Happy birthday to you.
What's going on here?
It's Brodie was saying it's your birthday.
Nah, Dad, I didn't say it was Adzi's birthday.
Who's you saying?
Nah, not this Adzi, another Adzi.
Oh, sorry, Adzi.
That's all right.
Oh, mate, sorry about that, mate. How's your partner going?
Yeah, she's good, mate. She's going great.
Yeah, mate. Good, mate. How's your bicep?
Nah, shit out.
Yeah. I thought so. I just, yeah, mate. Just keep doing your rehab, and looks like you'll be back sooner rather than later, mate. It's good to see you when you're back out in the field. They miss you.
Cheers, brother. Appreciate it.
Righto. Happy birthday, Adzi.
Yeah, mate. Thank you.
Righto. Good on you, brother.
Good on you, mate. Catch ya.
See you, Adzi.
He didn't want to hold it together
I
there.
didn't even tell him.
Call him back.
Should we ring him back and tell him?
Call him.
We'll leave this all in anyway. So stupid.
So stupid.
Adzi.
Yeah.
It's Cooper Johns. We're here with Dad and Starlo and everyone.
I fucking knew I heard Starlo. And I was so fucking pissed.
I'll drink to that.
Whose fucking voice is this? And then in the back of my mind, I'm going, this is fucking a HIMARS fucking stitch up again.
Oh, mate, sorry. You were so nice about it. He was just going to let you go.
Oh, that is so good. Fuck me.
Oh, mate, we're just. Hey,
Brodie Jones on the piss of his old man the day before a game, singing me happy birthday. What a fucking children.
Oh, that's so good.
That's so time.
Anyway, Adsy, we'll let you go.
Happy birthday, mate.
Yeah, happy birthday, Andy.
Mate, appreciate it, boy.
On the school night, too.
I'll drink to that.
That worked out well.
Oh, that was awesome.
There we go. Now we'll go back to the interview.
Yeah, very good.
We also used to get one of Jack's mates, Jaden Marfu. Now, hangover pranks are probably the best kind of phone call pranks because you're always feeling a bit silly, a little bit alcohol.
Light and bubbly.
Yeah. One of Jack's mates, Marfu, got quite intoxicated and was carrying on a little bit around the northern beaches in the off season. Starlo was down. And Starling goes, we should get him. Yeah. We should get him. And you come up with this character.
Well, we just made up. We've got some footage of you.
Yeah. Mate, you wrote a script.
Yeah, we had it. If it went this way, we'll go this way. We really had him on toast there, and he hung the phone up, and we all started like pissing ourselves laughing. Like you could hear the fear in his voice, the poor fella.
Mate, we rang him 10 minutes later. He was in the car on the way to DY police station, ready to turn himself in because we said that we had him on CCTV footage running a cab. Mate, it was so good.
Nothing beat a good old prank call.
Now, look, are you allowed to? You told us an excellent prank just before on one of your Raiders teammates because you are a prankster.
Yeah.
Can you disclose that one?
Yeah, we can disclose that one. He's going to hate me for it, but anyway.
Just do it.
So Matthew Nicholson, a new English import, young fella. He's only 21. Soul of the earth he is. He's a great, but we got to let him know that he's swimming with the sharks now, and he's a bit naive to what's happening anyway. The Swish account things, and
so you send a video. Someone pays you, and you send a video to
forget
them.
the fact you're on $500,000. The fact you want to take $50 off orphans.
Yeah. A bit of a small percentage goes to charity.
It does.
Of course.
Yeah.
0.5%.
No, I think it's about 50% actually. Yeah. Because Joey does it, your brother does it, and he charges an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Anyway, so Matty's he's played a couple of really good games of first grade, and he's bounced around chest out. Anyway, so he's come in one day and we're sitting in the sauna, and he's gone, I've just started up my Swish account. And I'm like, how good's that, mate? That's awesome. He goes, yeah, charging $100. And I'm like, £100, mate, that's a lot. You bump it down a bit. Anyway, so he brings it down, and a couple of days go by, and I go, mate, have you got any swishes? He goes, nah, no swishes yet, mate. Anyway, so this was captain's one before Magic Round. So I've come in and it's light bulb moment. I've gone on that order a swish under an alias. Anyway, so I've gone. So you write it up and you can see where it comes from, like what the request is. Anyway, so I've gone, hi Matty. My wife's a massive fan of yours. Ever since you've debuted, she's been obsessed with you. She refers to you as Matty Muffins, and it's her birthday. Can you please sing a happy birthday and refer to yourself as Matty Muffins? And so I've put this in. It's charged me $60 or whatever it was. But I'm sitting there. It was before training, and I told a few of the boys, and we're all like laughing, like, "There's no way he falls for this." Like Matty Muffins, like. There's no way. Anyway, so so we've finished training. He's come in, and we're all sitting around in the changing room, and he's looking at his phone. We're like all looking over at him, going, "Oh, has he seen it? Has he seen it?" Anyway, so he walks out the front, and then Morgan, his housemate and fellow Englishman's coming back from the car park, and Matty's walking out, and Matty walks past and goes, "Mate, I've just got my first Swish. I'm fucking buzzing." He hadn't stopped talking about it. Anyway, so he's walked out there straight away. Morgs comes running in, and he's going, "He's doing it." Anyway, so we're sitting there, we're all waiting by my phone, and it pops up, your Swish has come through, mate. And it was, he's referred to himself as, so this fat made up girl I made was Kathy. He goes, "Hey Kathy, it's Matty Muffins here." just want to wish you a massive happy birthday, and then sings the whole happy birthday song to him. And we're all in stitches. And then he's hopping the car because we're going to the airport for Magic Round, and then I've just put it straight in our group chat, WhatsApp group chat, and said thanks for the message, Muffin, or something like that. And he just went pale white apparently, and he had nothing to come back to. But all week it was all muffins, and then we won against Melbourne up there at Magic Round. The last clip that Stick showed was the Matty Muffin video. Man. I sent it to him and said, I've got one request this week, Stick. I want this played in the team meeting. Oh, it was all time. So that's his new nickname, Muffin.
Hey, he's a fucking good player.
Yeah, we'll give him a rap. He's
a good player, man.
Yeah.
21 too.
21.
Yeah, young.
21.
Very young.
You can get some good English back rowers at the Raiders.
Yeah.
You were saying before, Elliot Whitehead, Johnny Bateman, now Matty Nicholson.
Yeah. Well, that started... the Raiders have been the best club at adapting for recruitment. They used to get all their players, or most of them, out of Brisbane, out of South Brisbane. So Malmanenga, Gary Coyne, Gary Belcher, Peter Jackson, so it just goes on and on. When the Broncos come in, that dried up. So Tim Sheens for the Raiders went to New Zealand and signed Ruben Wiki, Quentin Pongia, Johnny Lomax. Then all of a sudden, the Warriors come into the competition and scouted around for a while, but now have found those English players, batch of English players. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah,
similar conditions for them. Makes them feel at home.
Yeah.
Left this morning, it was -1, -2. So.
Oh, what an advantage for you, blokes. Mate, it was like going down there, playing those great Raiders sides in the middle of the 90s and playing them on Friday night football. We played them -6 one night.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And the locker rooms are cold. They're still cold. Like, they're all like brick, and like you're in there just feeling so uncomfortable down there.
Yeah, it's well, we can use the word advantage if we're playing good football, like we'll make it real tough. But if we're not playing good, it's not gonna be much of an advantage. Teams will just come down and roll us. But we've made it a real focus for this year. We've been poor at home the last few years, so we've made it a real focus to try and make that a tough road trip again.
Does Sticky let you train in your tracksuits and stuff like that?
He lets us train throughout the week, but captain's run, it's you run out there and whatever you're wearing in that game. Like he made a real focus of it on the past weekend because it was freezing cold, and he said, no skins tops. You get out there and you get ready to go. So, but he's getting a bit old too, so he likes to rug himself up. I do remember one session down there. This was a few years ago. It was a captain's run, and it was the worst I've seen Canberra. It was like raining. Windy, raining, and it was like almost sleet in the air. It was like -2 or something like that. It was horrible. It was raining. We ran out there for captain's run, and it was like shivering cold. Like everyone was rugged up. Stick walks out there and goes, we started warming up, and you could see Stick was hating it, and he goes, "You know what you're fucking doing?" Yeah. All right, let's go inside.
Yeah.
He ended up winning the game. So, but he's all right with it.
Do you get much snow there? Like, does it snow in Canberra sometimes?
Yeah. I mean, you get like a small layer at certain parts of the year, but it's not like in the morning, like you got that ice frost.
Yeah, you've seen the game in 1999, haven't you? Or 2000, where they played the West Tigers.
Yeah. And then white jerseys.
Yeah, there was a metre of snow.
Yeah.
What was the difference then as to why then?
Just particularly cold day, and they had obviously up in the snowy mountains had a downpour of snow, and it trickled into Canberra. So it was a metre of snow on the ground.
Well, Tim Bailey, thanks for that. The weather report.
Well, you mentioned about the snow.
You did ask what the difference was.
Exactly.
I was colder.
Well, I didn't know like if there was a certain thing that starts snow, and like why 1999 to 2000 was it?
I don't know.
Well, I thought somebody would know.
You continue. I'm going to dig it up for you.
Can I ask you, Starlo?
Yep.
You are a very tight knit group. Canberra is a place because everyone always talks about Melbourne. When everyone goes to Melbourne, the culture and everyone's so tight because no one's from there. Everyone moves there, hang out, get coffees. Is it very similar in Canberra?
Yeah, obviously. It's a lot smaller than Melbourne too. Like if you've driven more than 20 minutes, you're on the other side of Canberra. So, all the boys live pretty close together, and everyone pretty much has moved away from their family and stuff like that, and creating their families down there. So it's a really tight knit group, and it also helps that we're all around the same age. We've got a couple of younger fellas, but there's also a pretty tight knit group of us that are all around the same age and at similar stages in our career and our lives. So, mate, it's a really good environment down there. It's a great place to live. I know people probably don't look at it like that, but once you live down there, it's a very nice place to live. It's always clean. It's always easy to get around. It's some really nice restaurants and stuff like that.
Mate, Parliament House.
Yeah, you can go Questacons down the
that was my next question. How many times have you been to Questacon?
Actually, just the once when I went down there for year 6 camp there. We drove, actually, me and Hudson drove past it once to go in there, and they were charging like $25 or something. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. So
No,
like,
are you serious? Start a Swish account.
yeah, start a Swish account, get Muffin to make up.
Are you serious? $25
Yeah,
on a
so
school
we're like,
night.
oh, yeah, honestly, you should cut it in half on a school night. But
I'll drink to that.
yeah.
Seriously, I can't believe it. Did you find anything? Sorry,
No, yet. I'm waiting for YouTube to kick in. A bit of difficulty at the moment with the Wi-Fi.
You got the Wi-Fi password?
Yeah, I don't know what's here. It's working slowly.
You're gonna go on YouTube?
Yeah, probably just the game.
Yeah,
Oh right,
What do
sorry.
you get? Are you getting the why it snows?
No, I thought he was googling as to why like it snowed then.
No,
I thought that was.
no, mate.
That's a bit technical.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Hey, what about? Do you have a roomie when you go away?
Yeah, Hudson.
Is it always Hudson?
Always Hudson.
Have you guys roomed together for a while?
Yeah, since we come in. Yeah, I've only had probably a handful of different roomies. There was one week that Huddo was in. When Huddo was in Origin camp, I had Hosco the other week, which is good. We're obviously familiar with each other, but he's a bad sleeper, Hosco.
Zach Hosking,
Yeah,
really?
so I try to be real quiet around him. He I don't know. He's a bit weird.
It's that
but-
nose, mate. Sucking the curtains in.
Yeah, he's doing something, but so I try to keep it quiet around him. But yeah, I've had when Huddo was in Origin camp a few years ago and Elliot Whitehead was injured, I had Jordan Rapana, and I've gone from having Hudson Young, who wakes up at all hours of the night to stretch and be a professional, to Jordan Rapana, and. The people that know Jordan Rapana know what I'm talking about because he's come back from the shops. I'm laying in bed just chilling out. He's come back from 7-Eleven or something. We're in the city and he's come back with a bag full of lollies and treats and stuff like that. Here you go, my bro. You want some sour straps, my bro? So I was like, yeah, you know what? When in Rome. So we're sitting there having a sour strap and he's got a bag full of lollies. Like he loves it. Anyway, we're sitting there watching the golf. I've drifted off to sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night to turn the golf off. The TV's still running. And I go up to go to the toilet, come back down, and then I sort of lay down for a little bit and hear a little crunkling in the night. And I was like, what the hell? I sort of look over and I see him eating something. I was like, is he still eating them sour straps? Anyway, I wake up. I just drift off to sleep. I wake up in the morning. I said, did you wake up in the middle of the night and start eating some food? He goes, yeah, calamella koala, my bro. I got hungry. I was like, mate, you're unbelievable.
He is a character.
Oh, mate.
Big raps.
Yeah, calamella koala.
Oh, man.
I remember, it's funny you say that because Kyo Weeks, I roomed with Kay at Manly a few times when we played in Mudgee against the Knights, against Jack. And I was pretty tired, went to bed quite early. And next door, it was all the Kiwi boys. And Kay goes, I'm going to leave you here, bro. I'm just going to go next door. And I was like, yeah, sweet. They were in there playing Call of Duty, I reckon, till about 3 a.m. and screaming. They were that loud and chair-hooing and they were laughing. I was like, I could not sleep all night.
Yeah.
Kay come back in and then he was on FaceTime to his missus until like 4 a.m. I was like, Kay, bro, we got to play. I said, we're playing at like 2 p.m. tomorrow. Can you
Jeez, he's going good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, the
Mate.
last month.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
He's a talent. Like, obviously, he's speed, but he's awareness for the game. For Kyo, he's getting better week in, week out. And obviously, we've seen him a little bit last year and seen his blistering pace, but I think he's positional as, I don't think he really ever played fullback. I don't know.
Played more six.
More six. So fullback's fairly new to him in recent times. So he's growing and his defensive stuff is in behind the ball is been really good on our goal line. So
well, a lot of people wouldn't know either, but he is, and you'd be able to attest to this, Starlo, pound for pound, one of the strongest in the gym.
Yeah, he's
like,
strong.
Is he really?
Mate, never seen anything like. A lot of the Manly boys were unbelievably strong, but I think Kay, pound for pound, was the strongest across, like from body weight until how much weight he moved.
Yeah, he's he's a gifted athlete for sure. But when he does stuff, it's never like you never see him like it. He's always just doing it with ease.
Doesn't
like
look like he's trying.
When he's running, he's just like he's just gliding, and I think his lateral movement's the mate where he gets that lateral movement where he can sort of just get out of a tackle where it's going sideways a little bit. That 45-degree angle.
That little skip when he gets on the outside in the sweep chase.
Here we go.
Dad,
Anyway, boys, we've got it.
So are you just showing us a video of that game?
I'm just showing just the conditions they're playing in.
Wow.
And snow game.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Did the Raiders win that one? We win this one? Or?
I think you did beat the West Tigers. I think
that looks tough.
I think you forget that we're mainly an audio platform.
but it's just reaction, you know.
Yeah.
No.
I'll try and chuck the footage of on the YouTube. Eh?
Jack, the game that you played, your debut game, was that really cold that night?
Yeah.
That was
Middle of
freezing.
July.
I do remember that game.
7
It was
PM,
like I remember it was like on your hands and stuff.
Did you play against Jack that day?
Yeah.
Was there any chat? on the field?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit when he got levelled by Pups. I think it didn't let him live that one down.
Did we ever play against each other? Were you playing in that game where when we come down and played at GIO and Louis was in the halves as well?
Yeah.
You played in that one?
Yeah, I played in that one. That
Yeah.
was a bad day in Raiders history when you and Louis carved us up and let us like.
We didn't.
We almost got all our contracts ripped up after that.
Really? Was it a big spray? Because you were ahead.
Well, yeah, I think we were. Well, if you're coming down with Louis and carving us up in the halves, it's a.
That was one of my better games.
Who was that? Who was Louis?
Chris Lewis.
Oh,
that's
Chris
who we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Remember,
That's why Ricky can't stand you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said he can't stand me? We're good
I
mates.
spoke to Sticky the other day. Spoke to him because we did our show after your win the other night.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Big Papa. And at the press conference, Ricky said, I rate Josh in the top 5 Raiders of all time. He said alongside the Glenn Lazarus, the Mal Meningas, the Bradley Clydes, so on and so forth. And I said after it, and I said, Ricky's too humble to say it, but Ricky is without doubt the best player I ever played against. And I stand by that. He was amazing. Anyway, Stick rang me... and I finished the comment and said, "And mate, and I'll even say that even though he pushed me saying Cooper anyway, just have a laugh." Sticky rang me and goes, "Oh mate, here you go, mate. Kaylee just showed me, recorded the show and she showed me what you said, mate. That's really nice. Thanks." I said, "Well, Sticky only said it because I believe it." Now, mate, on your young bloke. Now, mate, I laughed and said, "Sticky, don't worry." He said, "Oh, mate, I don't want to feel like I did the wrong thing." I said, "Sticky, we love it." I said, He has got a tendency to get ahead of himself."
Yeah, mate. Well, I enjoyed it because it gave me like lots of jokes for like the next 3 months.
It's given us a lot of jokes as
mate,
well.
I know. It's been awesome. No, I love love your Stick. Feel free to ring me anytime.
Yeah.
So Starlo,
Yeah.
who's the best side you played against this year?
Melbourne. That was a tough game up there. I know the field probably wasn't didn't suit probably both teams. It was a bit of a chopped up at the end of Madrid round, but Melbourne, they're tough. They're a good outfit. And then the Warriors, going over there, they're some good sides. And then you've obviously got Bulldogs. I know I've just named probably the top 4, but the Bulldogs, mate. When that second half momentum, that was tough to stop. And you've got Stephen Crichton out there, he's tough to handle and stuff like that. But obviously there's some good teams out there. But I think Melbourne's done better.
And there's some bad ones too, Starlo. So who would you say is probably the worst?
I haven't played all the teams yet, so I can't comment on that just yet. At the end of the season, I'll come back and I'll let you know.
Every year we always talk about tight competition, but in reality, I reckon in the last 5-6 years, there's probably been 3 teams that win the comp. This year is totally different. Yeah. This year, man, like you blokes.
I forgot about the Cronulla were there too. Like the Cronulla, they were good. Like we were this close from losing it. We scored on the bell.
Yeah.
So when they put it together, they're a dangerous side. So it's
But you look at sides like Cronulla, and we don't talk about it a lot, but they can be a dangerous side. Manly have been terribly inconsistent, but you get them on their day.
Yeah.
This is a season where a team could literally come from the clouds and just win it.
Yeah.
It's that tight. You got all of a sudden Penrith starting to emerge again. Mate, you got the Dolphins, who, when you think about contenders, you don't even think about the Dolphins. Mate, they've won 6 of their last 9, and, mate, they've had some big scalps.
And they've got some injuries.
Big wins.
And they've got some injuries too. They'll probably get some people coming back into the season.
Yeah.
Katoa, wow.
Oh,
he's a good player. Don't get started. Have you been seeing?
No, I've seen a bit, but it's fair. As you sort of mate, he was when I was playing, he plays so square on you, and you're just like, wow,
beautiful. It is good to watch.
Do you know what happened?
catch Dad all the time in the bathroom just watching his highlights with his shirt on,
with that American,
with that American Johnson & Johnson baby oil,
tweaking my nipple rings. Wayne got it because Penrith had him marked down, right? Penrith said. They marked him down from a distance in their planning. They said, what's going to happen in a few years' time? We're probably going to lose Jerome Luai, because we won't be able to offer the money that we want to and all the other guys who are getting better and better. And they went, he's the bloke. He's going to be the bloke that'll partner Nathan. And then Wayne heard about him and Peter O'Sullivan, and they just said, Wayne just said, mate, we'll pay whatever, and just went in there and just blew Penrith completely out of the ballpark. Yeah. But it's just been the right decision. Like, that kid will retire. I'm confident that he'll retire as one of the great halfbacks.
Yeah. Bloody oath.
He's that good a
He's
footballer.
good. As I mentioned, the way he plays, how square he plays and stuff like that. The whole attack goes off the back. And then Marshall King, he's had a few injuries this year, but when he's fit and healthy, he's dangerous. So
Yeah. Question, Starlo. A lot of people get interested in this sort of stuff. Have you ever had a surreal moment playing against someone? And I'll use the example of Semi Verrills. We spoke to Semi Verrills here, and he said his surreal moment was coming on his debut and playing against Cameron Smith.
Yeah.
And Cameron Smith giving him like a bunny chop and just going, holy fuck, I'm playing. I've just been cheap shotted by Cameron Smith. Have you had a moment where you've gone on the field and just gone, fuck, I can't believe I'm playing against this bloke?
Probably like a few times, I reckon. There was Cameron Smith. We played him in a prelim final up there, up in Brisbane in that COVID 2020 year. Played Cameron Smith then. And again, I think I tried to give him one, and he didn't even right. Mate.
Just trying to hit water.
Literally, I hit him, and he just he come out and did like a drop play from dummy half, and I hunted from the inside and tried to give him one. Give the old fella one, but
Get that in you.
It didn't even flinch and kept going on with his job. I was like, he's done that a few times. But mate, I played in the game that Sonny Bill returned.
Oh yeah, wow.
They're down in Canberra. That was pretty cool. Like they had the full Sonny Bill cam set up on him and stuff like that. And another good sticky story. He goes, mate, when Sonny Bill comes on the field, I want everyone coming from heaven and earth just to fly out at him. And I'm running back. There was probably 60 minutes in the game. He only played the last sort of bit, and I'm running down there in the grind of probably up to 45 tackles or whatever. And then I turn me right and see Sonny Bill with a card in his hand. And we've just kicked it down. And he's coming here. And then they've taken mine in, and then he's come on the field, and I'm sitting at A. I'm like, oh, here he comes. I've just got to go flying out of the line here. I flew out of the line. Me and Elliot there. I've got the clip of it. It's pretty funny. Anyway, so I've just thrown everything I can out to me. Gets an offload, and off they go. But I think it might have been Luke Keary drops it, and I've got up thinking I'm the man. Get that up, you sonny. Like started giving it to me. I'm just thinking I've just made this error, but he's just thrown this mad offload. I was just lucky that I'm 90% sure it was Luke Keary. He just had a handling error. But in saying that, so Sonny Bill was pretty cool. And my idols as growing up were against we were Benji Marshall and Robbie Farr. So they were I got to play against Benji. I think it might even was that the South game. Were you there with Benji, Jack? There was a South game that I played Benji, and I was like, that was like me box tick that one. I think I got to play Benji.
There. No, I wasn't there.
So anyway, I got to play Benji one year when he was at South, which was like because I was a West Tigers fan, so I was like that was like a box tick for that one.
Who's the best player you ever played against? You've gone off the field and going, oh, Jesus.
Best player. Geez, that's tough. The hardest person that I always used to hate tackling was Jared Weir-Hargraves, because he'd just single you out and just go straight at you with your
big elbows
and everything like that. But he was always tough to play. But the best player, I'm trying to think of, I guess like you have to say it was Cam Smith because I played against him. But Coop, you were furthest thing from that.
Worst player you ever played against?
Chris Lewis. Yeah. I guess we'd have to say that. It's hard to sort of think that you come up against something like James Tedesco. He's always a tough competitor to play against. Cleary, again, like you got Cleary, there's so many good players out there. It's hard to sort of single one out, but I guess
there's a lot at the moment.
Yeah,
a lot at the moment.
I want to. And I'm not going to go too far into this, into the incident, because you've talked about it a lot of times before. You've been dealing with it for the last 3 or 4 years. If people don't know, there was the fight up in the Central Coast, which you were dealing with in court and whatnot. I wanted to ask you, though, because you see a lot of incidents and off-field scandals, so to speak. Not that was a scandal, but you see clubs kind of turn on their players or look at it as an opportunity to probably get rid of players. But you in Canberra have... and particularly Sticky, it looks like he's really had your back through the whole thing. Yeah.
Mate. I was very fortunate that I had Stick in the club. I was at that club in that position. Another club might have. I only played probably maybe 10 to 15 NRL
quite
games.
Early, right?
Yeah. Probably only 10 to 15 NRL games I've played, and was fairly new on the scene. And then for this to happen, it was quite a big thing. Like for when it happened, so they probably could have. Like I think I was coming off contract that year. And they could have easily just gone like, we'll just put him to the side, put him on, we'll let him like not engage as much as I can. But I think it just comes back to Stick as a human being and what the club's about. They're looking after their own and stuff like that. And Stick rang me right away and said, mate, like he sort of explained, couldn't explain to everything what happened, but he just sort of said, mate, are you in the wrong? I said, no, I didn't do anything. And he goes, I've got you. He got straight on the front foot and started saying, nah, like this is not true. And he backed me up. And as you sort of said, teams can just probably put you on ice and move you aside.
Yeah.
But like they put faith in me and let me go out and then play footy. And if I wasn't able to play footy in that time, I honestly don't know what I'd be able to do. But I made it a real goal of mine to give back to the club and try and prove them right for sticking by me at that time.
Was it tough? Was it tough? Bro? Oh, sorry. Was it tough trying to play footy and deal with all that shit as well, like the court staff, lawyers, and all that shit?
Yeah. Well, mate, it was like. You as you know, playing at first, as I mentioned before, probably 10, 15 games in, you're starting to play your NRL career and you're trying to deal with, becoming an NRL player, how that works and, what works, what doesn't work, and how do you prepare for a game and all this sort of stuff. And that's a full-time job in itself. And then away from footy, I've got this thing. I'm trying to navigate me and my like my family's never been involved in anything like this before. So as I mentioned before, I'd lucky enough to have a lot of people around me that would help me through, like mum and dad and extended family and stuff like that. But yeah, that was tough. Like you just always had that on the back of your mind. You'd get to the footy training and you do your bit, and then like every sort of moment away from that, you're just thinking about like because the sort of funny story, not funny story, but when it first happened, I went and met the lawyer, met my lawyer, and he ran through my charge sheet. I'm just there thinking, like I was just worried about footy. Like, I hope I don't get sacked, or like what's going to happen, all this sort of stuff. Like, I was only 21 at the time, and then he's read out like, so you're facing X amount of years in prison. I'm just going, sorry, what? Like that's what it really
was. So that was an option, like, or not an option.
Well, the worst case, they got to.
He just tells you what, like, you've got this charge. This is what you're doing, and it was like 15 years. I was like, sorry, what? And then like, oh shit, this is real. Like, so that was like only a couple of days after the actual event. So having to navigate that, and then also having to navigate your NRL career, this thing that you've been working up to your whole life to try and get to, and you finally got there, and then I've got this dark cloud just following me around for 5 years, and it's still ongoing. So.
Is it still going on now?
No, so I've been cleared of everything. I'm all in the clear, and there's 2 police officers in court at the minute. That have been charged. So they're still going. So still not like I had to go back to court at the start of the year to testify or whatever the right word is for it so I have to relive it again, go through it all. I had to take 3 days off training, so it's still dragging on. But
you're through it, really,
through the rough.
You're through the hardest part.
Isn't that a terrible thing when they give you the worst case scenario? I was 18. This is a whole different. Nowhere near that, but I got caught when I was 18 having a squirt down an alleyway about 1 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, the coppers got me, took me back, fingerprinted me, charged me with offensive behaviour. And I remember sitting with a solicitor going, yep, and he goes, well, man, let's just have a look. Okay, now this is a maximum of 6 months in jail. I'm like, fucking, I'm 18. I'm going, oh no, I can imagine I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to be having sex in the shower.
Score.
Take Johnson.
Can we make it 12 months?
Jeez, I plead guilty then.
Guilty is charged.
Oh wow.
So that was that was a tough. I was just feeling my heart sank and everything.
I can only imagine the head
it was all battered up. We've been so I was just sitting there going,
it says a lot about Ricky, but it also says a lot about you. The fact that Ricky just asked you the question, and then you said, "No, I've done nothing wrong," and him just go, "I'm only going to believe that straight away."
Yeah, well, I think it's been one of the Sticks things is you do right by him, he'll do right by you, and Sticks obviously really good at reading people, and he knows if you're a good bloke, and like he doesn't recruit you if you're not a good bloke. You're not coming to Canberra if you're not a good bloke, and you're not playing for Stick if you're not a good bloke. And obviously me and Stick have a really good relationship, and as he said, and one of his big things is don't lie to me. Like even if you're in the wrong, don't lie to me, and like we'll work through it. If you're in the wrong, we'll work through it, but just don't lie to me. And like I obviously had nothing to lie about.
So on recruiting good blokes, then why is it that Matt Tamoko got signed?
We didn't have a choice with him. He just rocked up.
Every team needs a grub.
Yeah.
Talk about one of the great characters in a site. Matt Tamoko is one of the best.
The boys told me that because when I look at him on the field, sort of the way he plays and that, to me, he looks like a pretty sort of straight-laced conservative bloke.
Nah, he's he's an interesting character, Matt Tamoko. He's
quirky.
He's very quirky. He's all time, man. That's the footy dynamics, isn't it? The people that you come across in a rugby league change room, like like right now, even like I'll just rattle off our whole team and just go like, what a weirdo. But like it's like a good old saying, like if you're not a weirdo, you're a bit of a weirdo. So
it is funny that rugby league, right? Like it's like opposite to the schoolyard where there's so many different personalities. You can pick your group. You can pick who, your sort of gang is. When you're in a rugby league team, anybody who comes in, if you want to be a successful culture, you just embrace everyone. You just buy into everyone's weirdness. You have to. Otherwise, like you just don't gel as a team.
Well, camaraderie and spirit's as important as, your hands and your feet.
Yeah.
Like it's just so vital.
Yeah.
We often joke about like if someone just walked through our training right now and they just observed this, they'd be going, they need to be locked up in a loony bin.
Yeah.
Guys. They're just like, it's
Perfect.
just like, it's fun. Like you just like you go into training with your mates and you're having a laugh and you got these odd characters that are doing random stuff. So Matt Tamoko's up there with one of the top weirdos, but yeah, we love him down there.
He is. He's got some great teeth. He's got some veneers, doesn't he?
Fresh
What's
new
going
teeth.
on with
You've got to
everyone?
be careful with the veneers.
Why is that?
Starling got to be. There's a thing they found in Premier League. A lot of players in certain clubs were getting hamstring and soft tissue injuries, particularly hamstrings, and the players were getting the
Veneers.
veneers. And because what it does, it changes your bite, and it's proven with your bite. Like if you've got a problem with your bite, it'll actually go down into your neck and go and affect your hamstrings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I might have to tell.
Yeah,
I'll tell Matt.
because there was a big thing in English Premier League when I was over there. I was having a lot of trouble with my hamstrings, and our doctors said to me, "Mate, I'm going to have a look at." They had a look at my jawline. They said, "No, it's okay," because at the time they were fitting people with like a device to sleep with to try to straighten out their bite for people with hamstrings.
Yeah, right. There you go.
So sorry, Starling. With some of these story he tells these days, because he's been getting caught out a lot lately for some of his yarns. We have to have bullshit label across certain certain content.
fact check, like a fact check.
Just a warning.
Well, somebody's wrong. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's the people that
You're
fact
just passing on the message.
I'm just delivering
Because
the message.
that's a big call, Dad. Like to say that. Just hang on. Let me just read it back to you for a sec. To say that getting veneers affects your hamstrings, which are completely two different areas of the body.
It's the bite, mate. It's the bite.
There's no need to get Google out, Cobber.
I will say, one of the boys at Melbourne, I don't want to disclose who it was because he wanted to get a better jawline. So we bought this device which he would chew on in order to try to get the muscles in his jaw better.
Okay.
And
Like a little rubber thing.
Yeah. Have you seen that thing?
Yeah.
The boys bite on it and he'd bite on it relentlessly. It's like chewing gum basically, but it just doesn't taste good. And he ended up doing a hammy. But it was like 3 or 4 weeks later, as his jaw was looking better. I don't know if it affected his bite, but I will say there is a slight trend link.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Now, it says, some research suggests a connection between jaw position and athletic performance, including hamstring flexibility. No official studies has been into veneers causing this, but if veneers do affect a bite, it will affect hamstrings.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
We should do a study.
Well, how many of the boys have got veneers?
Just
Tomoko?
Smoko.
Huddy?
Saki.
Nah, Hutto's.
Yeah.
Huddy's got normal.
Nah, yeah. He's,
Tell
Are you
Ricky.
joking? Jeez, they're beautiful.
yeah, he's
Tell
very
Ricky
gifted.
and Tomoko, mate. Just going to say Ricky go and see him segment. I have to let him go, mate.
Yeah.
Joshy?
Yeah.
Future
Done.
hamstring, soft tissue injuries.
The Fox, Josh
Got
had
veneers.
and he had a couple.
He had a couple of hammies.
Homole's got veneers.
He's got hamstring.
Cheese,
And his cheese had hamstrings.
mate. Well, he did his knee. What are
Yeah,
you
well,
gonna-
close enough. It's part of the leg.
Yeah, well, that seems like a massive stretch.
Yeah.
As
I
in,
don't. Not Campbell Graham. I would
Do you
say.
need veneers? You're right?
No, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah. Show me yours, bigger. You got fake teeth though. One of them, right?
No, just one because I had half my tooth knocked out
How's that?
playing football because I never wore a mouth guard.
Yeah.
You got to talk written on the field as playmaker.
Probably a bit dangerous for message.
It is.
for
Well,
kids.
it's not so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
the hit. I tell you where I found out. I was playing a game past it, and someone had inside pressure and hit me right in the middle of the back. You know, when you get hit in the back and you bite down. I bit half my tongue off.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Off.
it was hanging
Really?
by a thread. But we were having a big night out that night, so I still went out. People were like, "You were in a nightclub. Just you got to go to hospital." And, nah, and blood was just going out. People were screaming.
What? It's like the
Ask
Joker.
Mum. Ask Mum about it.
It's the Joker.
That's young.
Mate, we got there once, Starling, mate. We had a real, back in the day at the Knights, mate, we had a real discipline as far as going out and drinking. You know, come a hell of high water. And once I got there and cut my knee wrestling someone at a pub, like needed 14 stitches up the side of my knee, but all the boys are going to Fanny's nightclubs. I can't miss it on that. So I rang the doctor and said, can I meet you in Fanny's nightclub? Can you stitch me up there? So he said, yeah. So he come to the nightclub, stitched me up, and just on we go. We march at dawn.
Did the doc stay or?
The doc, old Doc McGeek, no, mate, he was a man of the cloth.
Yeah.
Man of faith.
Good on him. Did you? Before we let you go, have you ever had a bad injury?
Nah, I've broke my jaw. That was about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cheese actually did it to me.
Did he?
Playing for Melbourne up in the COVID bubble. Yeah.
Was that up at the Sunshine
I don't
Coast
know why.
Stadium?
I went low on him. That was a dumb decision by me to go low on the Cheese. And just bang, jaw.
Not a lot of place to go down there, is it? Cheese.
So,
like a triangle.
So that's probably that's not really the only really injury I've had in first grade. I've probably only missed 2 or 3. I missed 3 games for that.
Yeah, well, because I remember you got knocked out pretty badly as well in a New South Wales Cup. A few knockouts. Do you remember? Okay, this is a trend that, and none of us got involved in it because we wouldn't do this sort of thing, and it was a very silly trend back in the day. We would not disclose kids to do it, but there was a thing called Danger Can. Do you guys remember that trend? So what you would do is a Danger Can chant would start, and one of the boys would smash like a can over their head, and then when it was like exploding, like a beer can, you'd scull it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys, you definitely would remember when I say this, there was a certain player who thought one time it would be a smart idea to do that game, but with a glass bottle.
Yeah.
And glassed himself, and it just went all over him, and he split his head. And it was in a venue.
Yeah, it was at, what was it? Burwood. The Burwood Inn, yeah.
What club we talking?
Well, they just said Burwood, so now they've narrowed it down to Newcastle. I was trying to keep it as broad as possible.
Okay, can you give me an initial? Okay, what positions you play?
No, you wouldn't know him. I don't
think he doesn't play anymore, doesn't he?
No.
I think he does.
There you go.
So
but Jack brought in the Danger Can. What about that? We were all just having a drink at the church. This was at the church house, out the back in the garage, and then Jack just out of nowhere starts doing the Danger Can thing, like the Danger Can. And we're all like,
what is this?
What's this bloke doing? And he starts whacking himself over the head with the can and then passes on to the next bloke. Like, Jack, what are you doing? And he's like, nah, it's a game. Let's all play it. So anyway, it ended up being a good game to play.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. It was, but there is that.
Yeah, the glass in.
Yeah, he ended up getting kicked out of the pub too.
Well, yeah, we cut his.
Well, you can't glass people, even if it is yourself.
Even if it is
you
yourself.
can be charged.
It was pissing out blood too, wasn't it?
Oh, mate,
everywhere.
It was a bad cut.
Oh, like, yeah. But it wasn't like a big. It was like one of them like small, like longer glasses that you get like maybe a cocktail in, and he's just got him on the edge of that, and just bang. So
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Talk about failing the IQ test.
Yeah,
Jack.
I'll give him credit too, because I remember it was on a Saturday night, and he rocked up to 20s training. He rocked up to 20s training on the Monday. And you know what? He hit it so well, no one asked any questions.
I believe he went out that night. I think he just wrapped his head up and put it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Animal.
Great
Good
man.
on him. What an excellent bloke. We won't name him, but he knows exactly who he is.
Yeah, but the small group of people that were there.
We won't mention him, but Darky, you're a disgrace.
Honestly, all you guys at Lakes United, enjoy yourselves.
Righto. Thanks, Starlo.
Thanks for having me on, boys.
Mate, congratulations. You're having a fantastic year, mate. Both yourself personally, but the team as a collective. And mate, it's great to see the emergence of the green machine, brother.
It's good.
Good on you. Great job, man.
Thanks for having me on, boys. Appreciate it.
No problem.